All right, guys, how's it going? So I received a message yesterday from a fan of Sporting, who obviously is managed by Ruben Amorim. Pedro Rodriguez was the gentleman that left me a comment. I'm going to read the comment to you because I thought you might find it of interest. I did read it out yesterday on a live stream. I'll be live on here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'd love you to join me, UK time. And he said as follows: as a fan of SCP, Sporting Club de Portugal, this is that is the right name for my team. I must say, unfortunately, that Ruben Amorim will leave Sporting at the end of this season and will probably have a 95% chance of going to the Premier League for the top 5 biggest clubs, to one of the top 5. So if we try to do an analysis of which one it is, we must check which clubs of these 5 is not stable with its coach. There are 2, Man United and Liverpool. But Man United is ruled out because Ruben Amorim was already asked last year if he would go to that club, and his answer was clear that he would not. That leaves Liverpool. Due to the exclusion of parties, the probability of Amorim going to LFC is extremely high. As for Barcelona, there is a problem that, in my opinion, goes against Amorim's profile. Barcelona's management likes to impose signings and the way the team works. One of the secrets of the SCP management was to give the coach carte blanche to manage the way give him power to do whatever the fuck he wants. To manage the way the team plays and the signings. Regarding the announcement for the club, as soon as the coach knows, I don't believe that the announcement will be known before the date of the Portuguese Cup final, which we've discussed, right? Now, here for the user, he says, I couldn't pronounce, which would be no surprise to you, the name of their cup, and it's spelled T-A, it's like a C with a squiggly bit under it, T-A-C-A, de Portugal. And he said, it is said Taça, the letter C with a squiggly bit, is read as an S or 2 S's. It's a sibilant sound. So basically, Taka with a C is read like different Taka. I still don't understand it. I think it's Taça. I think it's Taça de Portugal. Would that be right? I think that's right. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's just trying to help me out a little bit. I'm not sure if I've succeeded. Taça de Portugal, is that right? Let me know, my friend. And it means cup in English. Taça means cup in English. Congratulations to this channel. It seems to me to be a serious and not speculative channel. I will become a follower, and of course, if Amorim goes to Liverpool, I will certainly be paying attention to news from the club whose slogan is "You will never walk alone." How nice is that? Isn't it nice to have like supporters of other teams like that? Could be bitter losing their manager, possibly, even if it's to another club or whatever, have got the time to engage with us. That's proper football fans, that I think. International proper football fans, not going around carving each other up, stabbing each other, insulting each other like these fucking idiots on social media, but being grown-ups and saying, you know, we're rivals, but, you know, I wish you the best. And if Amorim comes to Liverpool, you know, I'll be keeping an eye on him and hoping, you know, wishing the best. And I replied, thanks so much for the detailed response. I will touch on this in a video later. Good luck with the title and cup. You'll never walk alone. And he says, thanks, I hope we can get the double this season. And Malingram, one of my viewers, said, I hope your club does you proud and success for the rest of the season, YNWA. So an interesting point there that Amorim is a coach that sounds like he doesn't like too much interference, right? And, you know, we believe, or, well, we can't state as fact, but we believe that, you know, that Jurgen might have not been too happy with Edwards' role previously in terms of who can pull rank when it comes to certain matters. So this could be a very important thing to consider during negotiations to become the next manager of Liverpool Football Club, if that happens, right? And there could have been some that could, I'm speculating, I'm not claiming fact, that could have been a factor in Alonso's decision with how the hierarchy is at Liverpool, because I think something changed when Edwards came back. But I can't back that up, so please don't have a go at me. I'm just like, it could have been, it might not have been, I don't fucking know, you know what I mean? But we've got a sporting fan saying, yeah, this is how our club operates. We appoint a manager and, we leave him to get on with it. Amorim might not want that setup, a different setup at Liverpool. But Liverpool might turn and say, no, we won't interfere. Obviously, we're all going to be on the same page now. But I think it's a really important consideration. Would you agree? What's your thoughts on that? And the other thing as well is the least powerful you are in terms of being a manager, the more likely you are to agree to things that maybe normally you might be willing to change a little bit on, which is why I think FSG have always steered clear of very powerful managers. I still believe that's why they didn't want Dalglish, very powerful with the fans, why they didn't reconsider Rafa back then. Do you remember all that? Rafa return. I know I'm not talking about Rafa return now, I'm talking about years ago. Too not confrontational, just won't take any shit. People like Rodgers was being schooled as a manager, so he's not in a position to say, do you know what I've achieved? Nah. You know what I mean? I think they're kind of like that sort of thing. You could say, well, is Klopp a yes man? There have been Liverpool fans that have said, yeah, he's a yes man, actually. I don't think he's a yes man. I just think Klopp understood the terms of the deal and what his working environment would be and was very privileged, to take the job. And I do think that over time, I think it got to Jurgen and he's like, I just can't be doing with this shite anymore. I'd like to see Jurgen Klopp at another big European club without the constraints that he had at Anfield. I would like that. You won't like it, because it's probably too raw for you. But in the future, I'd be like, I want to see what he does at one of these other clubs, So, again, I don't think Jurgen was a yes man, but he certainly, FSG were very lucky, that he didn't go confrontational like Rafa would, and Rafa has every fucking club he's been at. If anyone pisses me off, I'm taking his shit. I like people like that, to be honest with you. So Ruben Amorim, if it's a dream job, maybe he's thinking maybe he would go, I'll give it a go. This is a chance to manage Liverpool, for fuck's sake. No disrespect to Sporting, but if he's got aspirations of being a manager, another big club or whatever, then maybe he'll go, all right, yeah. As long as these are things that can change appointments and the running in these situations. I think you should watch my video today about Motta. I think I'd like you to have a look at that, to be honest with you. I think you should watch all of them today with the manager stuff actually prior to this next Liverpool manager, because there's quite a few thoughts. So thank you so much for that comment. Pedro Rodriguez, what a nice guy. And I can assure you, Pedro, that my viewers and my friends, my channel members, etc., I know if they see you in the comments that they'll be wishing you the very best. And that begins this weekend when you play Benfica in the league, right? So we hope that you succeed in that competition, and also the cup. Is it the Taça de Portugal? I don't know. I still don't know what to call it. But we hope you're successful, just not against us. All right. So guys, let me know what you think about that feedback from that supporter. Sounds very switched on. I know we don't usually go, well, that fan speaks for everyone. But it sounds like a very switched on supporter, one, because they're watching my videos, but and saying nice things about me. But I think it's a good sign. It shows that that's not a casual fan, flippant fan. I think there's something in that. So is it something we need to consider? Or would you go down that route of, he might bend a little bit, maybe there is no problem, maybe he might turn around and say, oh, right, yeah, I like the sound of that. Work with Michael and Richard Hughes, and that, yeah, fucking too, right, bring it on, let's go for it. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'll be glad when it's all finished, I do know that. All right, guys, that's me done on this video. I've recorded loads of videos, I've got to get them all online now. I don't know what time it is. 12:36. Right, I'll be live on here at 3. Come along. If you appreciate the effort of this video, please do thumbs up the video. It doesn't mean you agree with me or endorse the content. Just it's just saying thanks, Dunk. Please leave me a comment. Comments on this video might be interesting. And if you want to get me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button, please. Please read the video description. Join my newsletter. The emails will ramp up soon once this is sorted. And it's just I like to, when I send the emails, I like to take my laptop out and go to a cafe for a coffee. super thanks thing. But at the moment, I don't really have much time to do that because we're just doing so many videos and things on the members website. We did a podcast yesterday, I think. I don't know. We'll maybe do that again today. There's just not enough hours in a fucking day, basically. Anyway, read the video description. The most important thing is to drop me a comment. All right, guys, I'll speak to you in a bit. All right.